Today we have with us Ayya Nanda from Sri Lanka. She's actually been introduced to us through Bante Professor Aryadeva, who was here last year, and who's been a close associate of the Buddhist Mahavihara. He said he recommends her highly because she has done a lot of programs in his temple, and she works very well with children and other devotees, and she's an exponent on Satipatthana meditation. So I said, okay, we'll give it a try, and got in touch with her, and so now she's here in Buddhist Mahavihara for a month to be of service to us in our programs. So let me give a quick introduction, because this is the first time I think any of you are going to meet her or met her. Ayya Nanda has a passion for guiding people to reach inner peace, happiness and wisdom by investigating the mind-body mechanism through practical application of the Satipatthana Bhavana. Ayya Nanda has started to investigate Buddhist philosophy in the year 2002 and then followed up with meditation just after completion of a degree in science at the University of Sri Jayawardhanapura in Sri Lanka. Then in 2008, she joined the Nilambe Meditation Center in Kandy. If you remember, we had Brother Upul Gamage, who was here last year. That is the center that she went to and practiced meditation programs as a layperson while taking leave from her job, where she was a marketing executive at one of the bigger companies called Haley's Knitting Mills in Sri Lanka. In 2010, she graduated with a diploma in counseling and psychotherapy. Then in 2011, she quit her job and then became fully involved in meditation and Dhamma practice. She joined the Nisarana Vanaya Meditation Center and was guided by the Most Venerable U Dhammajiva Thero for further deep mindful meditation practice. Then in 2014, she left lay life and got ordained as an Anagarika nun under Venerable Dhammachari. And in 2016, she got a full ordination under Bhikkhuni Kusuma Devendra as a preceptor, and almost Venerable Jnana Visuddhi Thero also in attendance. Currently, she conducts mindfulness training programs at various organizations and temples, and also for various groups focusing on stress and life management programs, improving productivity and self-realization. She also conducts special mindfulness training programs for school children, which is officially approved by the Sri Lankan Ministry of Education. Ayya Nanda also supports various individuals locally and internationally in counseling and psychotherapy, and she also conducts online Zoom programs for locals and foreigners on mindfulness training. Okay. So today, Ayya will be talking on this subject, the supernormal powers of the Buddha. I think it's quite an interesting subject because many people always wonder why the Buddha never used his claimed powers on a daily basis, unlike other religions where they always profess, like Jesus had miracles being done, and so with other religions. So why did the Buddha not use his powers even though he had it? So let's hear it from our Ayya this morning, and after which I think she'll do a short meditation practice as well to get us acquainted with Satipatthana as well. Okay, so we welcome Ayya Nanda.
Okay, thank you very much, and I wish you all the blessings of Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha. So first of all, I will take this opportunity to thank you, the Secretary, Honorable Secretary of the Society, for inviting me based on Bhante Aryadeva's request. And I used, as he mentioned, I used to do programs there. So thank you very much, and my heartiest felt gratitude for all of you and the most venerable Mahasangha of the temple, Dhamma Ratana Thero and late Kirinde Dhammananda Thero. Because of him, I think we all are here, and the priest. So we have to pay our heartfelt gratitude towards them. So I think today's topic, we can move to the today's topic. So just to move on to the today's topic, all together we can say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. First, let's pay homage to the Buddha to start with. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. So, as per the today's topic, this topic is in Tripitaka. The sutta is Sangarava Sutta. So, in Anguttara Nikaya, the Buddha has preached about this. So, I will chant the stanza. So, you can say again, sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Tiniko imani brahmana patiharyani, katamani tini. Iddhi patiharyang, adesana patiharyang, anusasani patiharyang. There are Brahmin, these three kinds of wonders. What three? The wonder of psychic potency, the wonder of mind reading, and the wonder of instruction. So this is how Buddha has mentioned about the supernormal powers. So, but out of these three, what is being emphasized, where the priority is given by the Buddha is the last one. What is that? Anusasani pratiharyang, which means the wonder of instructions. So, because the Buddha also has given the priority, and in my case, my practice was mainly on that. So how to apply or how to tame our minds, how to purify our minds in order to live a happy and peaceful life and also to achieve liberation. So as all of you know, so the most the powerful stanza where all Buddhas has preached, Sabba papassa karanang, kusalassa upasampada, sachitta pariyodapanang, etang buddhanusasana. So, what's the meaning of the stanza is purification of the minds. In my case also, I would like to share my experience, how I came to this life, how I, as a young woman, young lady, I would like to say it's about more than 20 years, my investigation about the truth of what Buddha said. So why I wanted to move to this truth investigation. As a child, as I remember, it was about, I was about 10, 12 years old. At that time, the inner question came. What's that? Who am I? Who am I? Hope you all have also the same question by now. And from where I will come. So I am now existing. I am now there. As a child, very small child. So I am existing from where I will come. So I've heard that after death, there is something called death, where we have to say goodbye to each other. And after the death, where I will be going. So these were the questions which were arisen inside me. But at that time, we didn't have proper guidance, to find the truth. I think Prince Siddhartha, at somewhere around a very small time, he was like meditating under the bo tree. But even he didn't have the chance to investigate at that time. But due to the paramita, the samsaric practice, and he was used to meditate. So then the things were there, and always the question was there, who am I? What is this? What is this existence? And I was curious about this. So then sometimes in the night, when I go to sleep, what's happening in the night? Are we there in the night? What's happening in the night? Then the question was there, okay, in the night, I can't feel myself. I'm not there. But as soon as I woke up, I am again there. So how is this happening? So the inner questions were there. Then there was the problem, the biggest problem. I am dying. As I heard, I am dying. And I had a lot of affection towards my mother. One day she's going to die. So then inside myself there will be pain, the worries, and the painful feelings. So how am I going to tackle with that? How am I going to get away from that? So somehow these things were in the background. I grew up and I went to the university and just passed out the university. And at that time, again, the things were like changing. And I got some problems with my body. My knees start to pain and back pains came. So then again, some shocking experiences hit my inside. So then again, the thoughts came, okay, it's Lord Buddha who had taught about how to come out of suffering. Because it was suffering, it was a suffering point for me. So when the body is not in the proper state, the pains are there, and I cannot reach my goals as a youngster, and I cannot achieve the dreams of life as a youngster. So then I was thinking, okay, we went to temples, we went to, we made puja, we observed Sil, but, and also I went to Dhamma school. I have learned a lot from the Dhamma school, of course. But I haven't learned the way out of suffering. So that was the question. Then I was thinking, okay, now is the time for me to find out what exactly Buddha preached, how to come out of suffering. That's where the turning point was. Then I started to read all the books. Most Venerable Rerukani Chandavimala Thero, some of you may have heard. His all books I started to read. And at the same time, I started to work. But while going to the office, there was the transportation which has been provided by the office. So while I was traveling to the office, I am reading, and listening to Dhamma. So that's how I started about 20 years back. Yes. So at last, I would like to say I found what really Buddha taught, what was his real teaching is. So that's why rather using the usual presentations, I am using this posture. This is where I even all the statues are there. All the statues are giving us the examples to reach, to investigate this thing. So I use this posture. Actually, at the beginning, I couldn't stay even 10 minutes, even 5 minutes. It was very difficult for me to sit in this posture. So, but later on, after reading a lot of books and listening to Dhamma sermons of various teachers, and I learned, okay, about Satipatthana and the mindfulness training. That is the way out of suffering. Ayang bhikkave maggo ekayano maggo sattanang visuddhya. So, which means the satipatthana is the path towards liberation, which means the mindfulness. So I started from Nilambe Meditation Center. I think some of you all know Brother Upul Gamage. So he was a very good teacher. And then I moved to Most Venerable Dhammajiva Thero. And the Ajahn Braham was another turning point of me. He has written one of his books, The Heart of the Buddhism is Meditation. So that's where then I thought it's meditation. So you have to focus on meditation. If you are to liberate, if you are to find real inner peace and happiness. So where you have to focus on the meditation, but at the same time you should accompany with this Sutame Jnana, the knowledge has to be there about the path, and the logical thinking, and the experiential knowledge, Bhavanamaya Prajna, wisdom of the meditative wisdom has to be there. So then I focused on the path, and in 2011 I totally gave up my job. I am happy to share another story with regard to that. Hope you all have heard about this 2012 doomsday. Have you all heard about that? 2012 doomsday, the end of the world. There was Mayan, according to Mayan calendar. Then I again started to thought, so if the world is going to end, which means it says if the asteroid can come and destroy the earth, so then how are you going to survive? So then what will happen to the purpose of life? So in Buddhism, as Buddhist, we believe at least you have to reach Sotapanna. You have to be a stream entrant. Otherwise, no point of staying in this human life. So at least you have to reach the stage of stream entrant. If I am going to die without attaining that, so no point. So then what I decided was to quit the job. Because as soon as I want to do it fast, and by that time, until that time, I was meditating. So then I quit to fully enter into the path. So now I will discuss with you all the miracle. I too experienced that miracle, and I have cried a lot when I think about Lord Buddha and his teachings and how we can come out of suffering. It's tremendously inexpressible, invaluable. So what I learned was, I can summarize here with a given time. So what is the main teaching of the Buddha? Come to here and now. Come to the present moment. Forget the past, let go of the past, let go of the future, and live in the present moment. Are you present now? Are you all present now? So how do you know you are in the present and you are not in the present? That is where you have to get the clarification, the clearance. So you are, I think, well-experienced Dhamma practitioners. So my way is mostly the conversational type, because the Buddha also did the same, face-to-face to the 5 ascetics, Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta. So he was discussing face-to-face. So we have, in the same way, we have to discuss, I think. So how do you know that you are present and that you are not present? What are the external factors, or the factors that you can experience? That is where we call experiential knowledge, the Bhavanamaya Prajna. Or the first you have to understand through knowledge, through listening, through books. And even in book, in Kalama Sutta, Buddha said, okay, don't believe even it is in the books. Even somebody will be coming and telling that I taught this. So what you have to do is, you have to practice by yourself and realize exactly what Buddha meant, what Buddha mentioned. So, okay, share your experience. How do you know that you are present? How do you know that you are not present or unmindful? This is about mindfulness. Yes. Yes, the answer is right, but I want a more practical answer. Just forget about all words and all what you have learned. Just be a human being and just answer. How do you know that you are present? Exactly. Okay. So, others would like to share. Yes, you can feel the breathing. What else? Sensations, bodily sensations. Yes, exactly. Okay. You can hear now, in the present moment, whatever the sounds which are around, including this voice, you can hear. And you can feel that you are sitting. You are in the present moment, you are sitting. You can feel the bodily sensations. You can feel that you are breathing. And you can feel which are related to nose, breathing. If there are any smells, you can feel. But now the mouth, if it's working, you can feel some sort of taste. And you can hear. And the contacts over the body, the 5 senses. And if the thoughts are coming, are you aware about the thoughts? Or are you carried away by the thoughts? So at this moment, okay, you should be utterly present. So that's why. We have to take in my case, the miracle of Buddha is, if you take the refuge of Buddha, the real refuge is, you have to take the refuge of the present moment. Come to the present moment, be in love with the present moment. It's not your wife or the husband, you or the friend or the daughters or the sons. Be in love with the present moment. In tune to the present moment. So when we are in the present moment, so that's what we call, okay, the mindfulness. The name, the Buddha means, what is the meaning of the Buddha? What is the meaning of the Buddha? So as I've got to know, the meaning of the Buddha is fully awakened one. Fully awakened. Fully awakened. So we wake up in the morning. So in the same way, we have to wake up. So wake up in the sense, the mindfulness or the awareness has come to the upper levels. So otherwise, what is in the surface? If it's not the mindfulness, if it's not the awareness, what is on the top? Yes, prapancha, mental proliferation, or the thoughts. Thoughts, like that's what's happening. Thoughts are coming to the surface. We are not aware about the thoughts. We are being carried away by the thoughts. We are getting caught by the drama created by the thoughts. And what's happening? And then we are lost. We get wandered. Wandering mind is happening. So that's why the mindfulness or the consciousness, awareness is that you have to pay attention to what's happening surround us. So this is not an easy thing. It's so simple we can say. But it's not a easy thing. Because why? Why is that? Why is it's not so easy? Why is it difficult? So you all have experiences. So that's why it says the wonder of instruction, wonder of Dhamma, to be into Dhamma, rather going for the, but yeah, yes, the Irdi Pratiharya, the psychic powers, it's not also easy. because it has to come from the practice of the previous samsaric journey. And the anusasani, the telepathy and those things, to read others' minds as well. But when you practice this, when you practice the present moment, to stay in the present moment, to be with the present moment, these the powers can come. It again depends on how you have practiced in previous lives. In my case, I would like to share with you all, I know that I didn't want any psychic powers. I didn't want any, I didn't want to read others' mind than reading my own mind. Learning my own drama, learning what's happening inside, right? So that's why the Buddha is, we cannot even think about how wise he is. And he has seen everything, and he told us, so don't focus on these two, but focus on purification of your own mind. So, and that is a miracle, that is the wonder, that as a human being, which you have to do. So, why is it difficult? Sorry, not knowing what to attend to. Yes. So, we have to be aware. We have to be aware. The next step we take, we have to be aware. When the things are, as you said, yoniso manasikara, the wise reflection, reflection to the origin. I think in Sinhalese, yoni means the vagina, right? I don't know, it's where the child is born. In the same way, this child of thoughts, you have to find out the beginning of how the thoughts are being arisen. That is the practice. Then you become aware of how the passion is being created, how the aversion or the anger is being created, how the jealousy, how the defilements are being created, how the peace is being created. So you are becoming experts of getting to know everything. Everything in the sense which is happening within us, which is happening inside us. So that's why we have to practice mindfulness meditation. So when it comes to mindfulness meditation, how we have to do? We have to, while sitting, we have to practice mindfulness. While eating, we have to practice mindfulness. While walking, while talking. Now when I am talking, I am mindful to everything. About the words I have to use, about my posture, and the surroundings. Which means not the one-pointed attention. It's the attention on the whole, the everything. So which means that's why you have to be awakened to the top. You can't be awakened, but you have to create the relevant required causes to get the effect. That's why the main teachings here, the depending origination. So once we provide the relevant causes, the relevant background, so the lotus is bloomed. In the same, all the relevant factors, the causes are there. Then the lotus will be bloomed. The simile for the same thing. The inner to be for the inner awakening to happen. So you have to provide the relevant necessary factors. So I think now I have used many words for the explanation. I would like to invite you all. So let's go to some mindfulness sitting session and mindful listening. So afterwards you can ask questions relevant to practice. I am very much interested in questions regarding practice. So because I think you can find out the theoretical parts in books and the sermons and through Tripitaka reading. But when it comes to real practice, So you can ask the questions on real practice. So from now on, I will do some guided meditation. And so also just how we can go into meditation. It's just sit, relax. You don't want to do anything purposefully or forcefully. Just rest, give a break to yourself and sit, relax, and then pay attention. You can pay relaxed attention, not the forceful attention, to how you are sitting, first to the posture. So there you can use the mantra, I am here and now. I am here and now, sitting. You can feel from top of the head to until the feet, you can feel yourself even now. And then this is about, I'm explaining a little bit about closed eye meditation. There is this open eye meditation as well. Are there anybody who has done open eye meditation? Okay, great. So how you have done? You know this Animisalochana Puja? You have heard the word, right? You are familiar with the word Animisalochana Puja. The Buddha was looking at, glared at the bo tree for 7 days without blinking his eyes. Right? The 7 weeks it says he was paying respect, but he was in Nirodha, the empty mind, empty state of mind. Why this empty state of mind is more important? Why is this so important, the empty state of mind? This machine, this is a machine, this is a biocomputer. So this machine is producing energy. I hope you all have heard about Nikola Tesla. Nikola Tesla is saying, if you want to understand this human being, so think in terms of energy and vibrations. This I means, this particular human being means bunch of energy. We are made out of energy. But we cannot feel it yet. But if somebody has gone to deep meditation, you start to feel the vibrations. In deep meditation, you start to feel vibrations. So there you start to understand, okay, this is there. It says that you come out of the self, non-self. You are moving to non-self, in understanding the non-self nature. So again, I would like to remind the stanza the Buddha has preached. Nahi sila vatang hotu, uppajjanti tathagata, attakkara thinipada, sambuddhena pakasita. What it says is, the Buddha is born not to talk about sila, because sila was, the precepts and those things were already there at the time the Buddha was born. The Prince Siddhartha was born, even the Prince Mahamaya, the mother Mahamaya, has observed 8 precepts, it says, and 5 ascetics, and they have practiced a lot of sila. So why Buddha is born? What is the main teaching of the Buddha? End of suffering? Yes. Anitya, dukkha, anatma. Impermanent nature, suffering nature, and non-self nature. To realize this. To realize there is no self here, which is the most difficult thing because from inside it's always coming the self-feeling. I, me, mine. An impermanent nature. Everything is changing. Which everything? Is it outside? Inside. Inside, everything is changing. So you all should be have heard or experienced that I am the creator of the world. So this everything is within myself. I am the center of the world. So is it difficult to what I say, what I am talking about? I'm sorry, you can question me, right? So even it's difficult, you have to keep on listening, because this is the thing, at last you have to listen and finalize. It may take some lives, but the teacher from Mithirigala, the theme is Nibbana in this life itself. So that's where even in my case, I was like in search of Nibbana. So I was in such a thirst. And so, okay, I want to experience in this life. I don't know about next life. I can't remember about previous lives, which I know is here and now in this life. So I want to experience things in this life. So therefore, even it's difficult, don't worry. Don't worry, be happy. I saw the talk from the Dhammananda Thero. Don't worry, be happy. So don't worry, be happy, but keep on listening. That is why Bhavito Bahulikato Abhinyaya Sambodhaya Nibbanaya Sangvattati. Bhavita Bahulikata. So you have to keep on doing, keep on listening, keep on doing, which is the most difficult thing. Don't worry about the easy things, right? But the most difficult thing, keep on listening. So that's why the Anitya, Dukkha, Anatta, the impermanent nature, suffering nature, and non-self nature. So when you pay attention to yourself, what's happening? Okay, you sit quietly and you pay attention to yourself, to this machine. I would call it, I used to call it a machine, biocomputer. So this is a computer, right? If you all have into the IT field, so I think those things have been created based on the technology here. The system, analyzing after the system here. So then you start to feel things in the present moment. That's why forget about let go of the past, let go of the future. Okay, let me ask you one question, because I was asking about this, the open eye meditation. So now everybody is looking at me, right? You all are looking at me. So now I am asking you a question. What is in front of your eyes right now? What are they? What are the things? Now I gave you, now I am in front of you. What else? What are the things which are in front of you right now? Give me answers. Okay, only one person is answering. Yes, please. You have to name it now. You have to name it. You have to name it something, please. Buddha image, okay. To screen and the table. So you all the same? Same? Yes, please. Picture. In front of your eyes, just a picture. Okay, great. So, yes. Okay, yes, human. Okay. So, okay, other than that answer, you see a lot of things which is made out of matter. Why don't you see the space? Why don't you talk about the space which is in front of empty space? Right? We have forgotten. That's where the Nibbana, in the same way, it says we human beings have come to this earth keeping Nibbana in our hands. But we don't see it. That is the problem. The problem is between the conscious and unconscious, seeing it and non-seeing. It is, we are there. So simple. That's why the Ananda Thero told Lord Buddha when he preached the depending origination, Paticca Samuppada, the Lord, this Paticca Samuppada is very easy. Then Lord Buddha said, no, Ananda, don't tell like that. For some people, for very few people, it can be easy, but the majority, it's very difficult. Right? The Buddha said, this Dhamma is only for the wise people, those who can realize this. Because this is very difficult to realize. It takes time to realize. It again depends on the brain capacity and the wisdom. Some are born with the wisdom. Some are people are at various levels. So the scientists have found out in this universe, it's only 3% which is matter. The matter that we were talk about, this the Buddha statue and blah blah, and this nun and this mic and everything. So the rest of the 97% is what? Antimatter, the energy, empty space. That's where we are swimming. Such as the fish, they are swimming in the water, but they don't know, right? They are not aware about the water. That in the same way, where we are in this empty space. So just feel it, just look at it. Look, you can just glare at it, the empty space. How do you feel? Yeah, Pata Vyapo Tejo Vayo Akasa Viññāna. Yes. Consciousness.
So the space is what we discussed just now.
That the whole thing as a collection of energy. But what has happened? We have taken as this as I, me, mine, and my people, my wife, my husband, my children, my things. So that separation has happened. That's where the separation is. Now we are into this teaching. That is why it is becoming a miracle. That is why it's becoming a wonder. The Anusasani Patihariyang, here the topic, supernatural powers. So the third is where we can achieve easily. We can go easily. So that's why, I ask the question, when you pay attention to the empty space, how do you feel? The empty space between you and you are not focusing on me. This is where you have to dissolve your focus. You have to dissolve into the nature. You have to dissolve into the space. How do you feel? Calm. You said no emotion. No emotion. You become empty. Buddha was glared at the botry, Animisa Lochana Puja, without blinking his eyes. How long can you stay without blinking? He was staying for 7 weeks, right? 7 days, 1 week, 7 days. So likewise, can we just try? Okay, I will give you a little bit of practice. Just try 1 minute, just to stay without blinking. Just dissolve into the air, just dissolve into the space in front of your eyes. So then, I can see you all and everything when I am just with open eyes. But there is no focus. Focus has dissolved, and if I want, I can focus on each one of you. So these are the simple things we can practice. So my main lifetime, I sacrificed my life for the practice. To practice, because I wanted to experience what this Nibbana is. So in the same way, you all can do. Okay, so now I was giving a little bit of here and there explanations. And you can do meditation with open eyes. That's what Lord Buddha did, no? Just in front of the bo tree. He was just glaring at the bo tree, but he was not looking at the bo tree. He was dissolved into the emptiness. He was in the emptiness, the Nirodha Samapatti. So we all can go to that. Now where are you? Is there anything in your mind or empty mind? Your mind, can you notice that your mind is empty when you are listening to the Dhamma talk? If the thoughts are coming, you can notice the thoughts are coming. So this is the skill we have to gather. The emptiness, we are in the emptiness, like the fish is in the water. We are in this empty space. Only thing, when I ask you the question, what you can see in front of your eyes, but nobody was talking about the empty space. Because we are not used to it. We are not aware. This is what we are in Nibbana. We are in Nibbana. We are in liberation. But we need to have a teacher to show it. So you are in the water. You are in the space. We are in the space, aren't we? We are in the space. Now Earth is in the solar system. Earth is rotating. So then where are we? In the space. That when I was coming through the flight, so it's very easy. We have no connection to the earth and in the sky. But it's just a matter of identifying and not identifying. That's where the problem is. You have to somebody, that's where you need a teacher to show this is where you are in the water, you are in the Nibbana. You can feel it. Feel it. The problem is between the consciousness and the unconsciousness. Right? So, but the mind doesn't like to stay in this space. Because it always wants something to feel solid. Right? To something, I, me, mine. Otherwise boring. That's why it says when you go to this empty space, it's boring. But you have to take the refuge of this boring nature. For us, that's why you need paramita, it says. Because otherwise the nature is always its thinking mind, thinking, and getting lost in thoughts. So that is the supernatural power. So how to stay in this empty space? So shall we move on to the empty space? You all can, let's now go with closed eyes. You can close your eyes and sit. You have to sit straight. Keep your back straight. And if you are not touching your back with the chair, without touching, it's okay. But if you feel, use the comfortable way, how you feel. So you can keep your hands in a relaxed way. You can close your eyes. And at the beginning, you can tell yourself, I am here and now, in the present moment. It's always keep this as a mantra, here and now, here and now. So you can feel yourself, you can feel the bodily nature, bodily sensations from top of the head until the feet. And you can be aware of the present moment sensations. That you are sitting posture, and you can feel the touch of the clothes. And you can hear the sounds which are coming to your ears right now. You cannot hear yesterday's voices, tomorrow's voices, next moment voices, only the sounds which are here and now. But we are not going to attach to any of the sounds. You can hear this voice in the background. Just let yourself relax. As such, you are going to sleep in the night. Let yourself relax. At the beginning, you can take a long, deep breath and hold for a few seconds and then let it go away slowly, slowly. Feel the relaxation of the body. Again, take a long, deep breath. And then let it go away slowly, slowly. Feel the relaxation. Again, take a long, deep breath. Hold for a few seconds. And then let it pass slowly, slowly. That is the only thing we are doing purposefully. And now let things happen. Be a natural being. Experience the natural being. Relax. And it's almost like going to sleep in the night. That much of relaxation. Be aware what's going on here and now. The sounds are there in the background. Sounds are coming to the ears. And you can feel the sitting posture, the sensations of the body, touch of the clothes. Everything is present. Present moment experience. You don't want to think about anything, but if the thoughts are coming, you can notice through the awareness, and you can notice whatever the thoughts which are coming, passing away. No need to hold as I or me or mine. Just relax. Let go of everything. Just let yourself relax more and more. Let go of everything. Don't tight your body. Relax. Let the body to be relaxed. Like a cloud floating in the sky. You may hear the sounds in the background and note them arising and passing away. Let yourself be more calm and quiet. Let yourself be more calm and quiet. Go to the silent space. Go to the relaxed nature. As such, you are going to sleep in the night. Let yourself relax. Once you become calm and quiet, you may start to feel breathing, in breath, out breath, and accordingly the belly is moving up, inside and outside. So you are with the present moment experience. If something is coming to the mind, clearly note them as thoughts. Now in this moment, thoughts are not relevant. Let them go away. Do not give any value to them. If you feel breathing, you may stay with breathing. Or if you can directly moving into the calm and quiet state, inner state, just let it be. Just stay in that empty space, calm and quiet state. In the background, you may feel the breathing, how the stomach, tummy is moving, the belly is moving. And sounds are there in the background. But we are not going to attach to anything. If the mind is attaching to something, if you are aware of that, you can notice the mind is attaching. Let yourself relax deeper and deeper. As such, you are going into sleep in the night. Let yourself relax. Let go of everything. You may either be in the empty space, the relaxed state, or you may notice the breathing or the belly movement, whatever happening in the present moment. Let yourself relax deeply. Look at yourself as a third person. Somebody is watching from outside. Whatever the things arising, whatever the phenomena happening inside, we are not going to claim as I, me, mine. Just disclaim them, just ignore them, let go of them. Just relax, relax deeply. You may listen to the sounds of the bell, how it is arising and passing away back to the space. And at the end of the third sound, third bell ring, you can slowly open your eyes. See how it is arising and passing away back to the emptiness. Okay, slowly, slowly you can open your eyes. The moment you open your eyes, see, look at yourself. Look at your inside. How do you feel? Is it talking inside or is it empty? That's how the mindfulness, you have to pay attention towards yourself. Because sometimes it's talking. That's where the stress is being formed. And you can now experience how free you are. Or how, if there's any uncomfortable nature, that also you can feel it clearly. So this experience, this is where we usually, I think we will be conducting a meditation program on 24th, end of the month. So you all can join. And there we can discuss in detail and you can come up with your experience. We request the meditators to write down the experience, how you experience. This is very important to express yourself. And either you can explain verbally or write down. So then if there are any things to be adjusted, so that can be discussed. So the purpose of the meditation is, the purpose of being mindful to the present moment here and now is, when what is happening is this mental proliferation or the mental chat, inner chat is going to be stopped slowly. Then what's happening, you start to see the truth. That's where it says the surface is like in the well or in the tank, in the pond. So when it is agitated, we cannot see through, we cannot see the bottom. So in the same way, we call the mind is agitated, or so many thoughts are there, from here and there the thoughts are coming. We cannot see clearly what's happening inside. So when we become mindful, we start, that is where sati, samadhi, prajna. Sati is mindfulness, awareness, or the consciousness. Samadhi, it is the clarity of the mind, you get a clear vision of what's happening inside. That's where you start to see the anicca nature, this impermanent nature, and that's where you start to see the suffering nature and non-self, because there's nothing to claim as I, me, mine. So here we are going to find out what ego is, how this I, me, mine is being created. So then we start to see when we are becoming free, when we start to see that we are free, we are liberated, we are emancipated. There are so many words, redemption, so many words. So, and there you have to, if you can write down, or if you can discuss your experience, so then that you will be directed to the right path and right point. So I think with the time constraint, I have to end up, but I will open a few minutes for question and answers. So if somebody is willing to ask some questions or express your experience while we were in silence, you're welcome. But this is the thing that as a human being, which you have to do. In my childhood, this is, I realized, okay, this is the greatest thing, because I stopped my education from BSc. Because I thought this is the PhD that I have to do, where I won't be getting any certificates, any convocations. The study, the doctrine of the Buddha, the philosophy, real philosophy, who am I? Was it boring? Oh, what nonsense she was talking about. Because this is the difficult part. So even it is difficult, I will be talking about this until I die. Because this is the only thing I wanted to follow, find out what is this, who am I, what is this nature, existence. The way of the living and everything, what is this world, blah, blah. So you have no questions, which means everybody is enlightened.
Yeah. Semi. Since nobody asked, then I ask. Yeah. Ayya, I would like to know what's because before Buddha was born, there already mindfulness everywhere. Same like you say, sila everywhere, also mindfulness, meditation up to nothingness, the one that you say, and neither perception nor non-perception. So Buddha also have learned that, but he come to conclusion that it's not the way for liberation. So my question is, what's the difference that others' mindfulness and what Buddha meant really is mindfulness? Because as I know, is related to Noble Eightfold Path. So most of the time people talk directly mindfulness rather than right view. So may I know the difference and how you see it? Thank you.
Yes, here I can give an answer. Because I was not there. I should have been there, but I can't remember, unfortunately. Because with this present life learning, the speciality, the special points, a special teaching of Buddha is to show us there is no self. When it comes to others' teachings, because Buddha himself has found out this truth. Now I am talking about a knowledge, right? And the 5 ascetics were there. I think they are because Buddha, the Prince Siddhartha, the Bodhisattva was going one after the other, finding the truth. But no truth was there with anybody of the ascetics or any person. So what he has found at last is there is no self. This is the difference. Because others that they have gone, that's why Buddha didn't promote the powers, the power of the psychic powers and the telepathy and other things. At that time they were there in higher levels among the society. 5 ascetics, they have lot of powers, and there were the Sarvamitra, his teacher, and they have a lot of powers. But they had not found that there is no self, the depending origination and the changing impermanent nature, because that you have to, even when you go deep inside yourself, that there will be a self remain. When you go to deep meditation, there will be a self remain, but you will not experience the emptiness, the empty space. Now there's an empty space in between 2 breaths even, 2 thoughts even. So there has not been any of the teachers to show this thing, the breaking points, this anicca nature, impermanent nature. When you see this impermanent nature only, you can find out there is no self. There is no, it is I. If I say, okay, now I say, I am this and that. But what is that? It is just a thought, arising and passing away. Everything is just thoughts arising and passing away. So that's why you have to go deep inside yourself. This part was, as it says, now I have to talk about some knowledge. As it says, this part has not been there. Even there has been so many famous ascetics, so many rishis and saints. So they have, it says they have not shown this. But Buddha himself at the Bo tree, he found this depending origination, the changing nature, and this non-self nature. So that is as per my experiment, this lifetime experiment. This is what I realized. So, but what matters most is if you can realize this thing in this life, in this moment. That is what matters. Otherwise, we are talking about a knowledge. So our teachers never promote about being knowledgeable people. Yes, of course, you have to gather the knowledge, but most important thing is the practical aspect, and you can experience Nibbana in this life itself. You can be liberated, at least come to the stream entrant. So if this is my thinking, it was, if you are at least not going to be a stream entrant, what's the point? What is the point of this life, this existence? So the greatest thing in this world is to become an arahant. To understand and realize by yourself, oneself, what this liberation means.
Ayya, beside the 4 elements, can you please elaborate more on the 5th and 6th elements?
Yeah, it is I will first tell in Pali, Patavi, Apo, Tejo, Vayo, Akasa, Vijnana. Okay, Patavi, a solid element. Apo is the water element. Tejo is heat element. Vayo, yes, air element. And Akasa, the spaciousness. And the Vijnana, the consciousness. So that's where we are a collection of these 4, the 6 elements. Right? We are a collection. The solid nature is there. You can feel when that's where the original nature, the solid nature, it's like in bones, and when you are sitting, that you can feel the solid nature. But is there I, me, mine? You can feel the heat. Now it's cold in the background, and inside the body sometimes you can feel the heat. Is it my heat? I, me, mine. Is I, me, mine there? Can we claim as I, me, mine? It's just a naked experience, the mere experience. and air, the breath. Is there somebody who's breathing? Is this like some Greek something or you cannot understand? If you don't understand, it's okay, but keep on questioning. That is why truth investigation means King Satcha Gavesi. So you have to keep questioning. So in this air element, the air is moving inside your nostrils and going inside. So is it I am breathing? Yes, that is how we call. But that's where the insight meditation is. The Vipassana meditation is, you go inside and you dig deep into the things with mindfulness awareness. You go inside yourself. Then you start to see Sammaditthi, the right way of seeing, right view. And the akasa, the space. So here the space, even inside there is the space. Because of the space that we can move. And vijnana, because of this vijnana, the consciousness, the energy of the consciousness, that we can talk, that we can think. Not that I am thinking, thoughts are coming. It's why thoughts are coming, why we can see. Is it me seeing, I am seeing? It's the ability. It's due to previous karma. Because we all are Buddhist, okay, we can talk about previous karma. If it is the people are Catholic, we call that, okay, it's coming from DNA. Right? So as we Buddhist, we are believing in the previous lives. So it's being gathered from millions of lifetimes. So this ability of seeing is there. Ability of hearing is there. But it is not my hearing. It is just hearing. In this Bahya Daruchirya Bahya Sutta, you should have followed. So ditte ditta mattang bhavisati. Just when you see, just seeing is happening. So the second thing or the third thing is the afterwards the ownership is happening. Right? So in that way, so consciousness is a universal energy. This is the energy. We are energy bubbles. We are energy beings. But we can, because of the language, we have made it, okay, I can go, I can eat, I can talk, we can laugh, we can smile, blah, blah. The language, the communication has been created again by human beings. So that's why, first you have to listen to the deep truth, and then you have to think, discuss and think, logical thinking, so Suttamaya Jnana, Chintamaya Jnana, Bhavanamaya Jnana, and learn from the people who are experienced this. So the person has to be experienced this Nibbana, otherwise nobody can show it to you. Somebody can swim only, that take you to the ocean and teach you swimming. But everybody, even there were arahants, everybody could not teach. That teaching ability is coming from our samsaric patterns again. So there was this Kondanya, the first arahant. He was totally in the forest. And when he was going to Parinibbana, the passing away, only came to visit Buddha to get the permission. Then the other monks were laughing at him because he was coming with these muddy robes, because he used mud to color the robe. And then Buddha said, don't laugh, oh dear bhikkhus, don't laugh. It is your eldest brother. So it is your eldest brother, the first arahant. So that's how some can teach, some cannot teach, some cannot show it to you. Because this sasana is prevailed because of the Kalyana Mitta. Kalyana Mitta, the spiritual friend, means those who have experienced Nibbana, those who have liberated. At least he has to be a stream entrant. So they can show you, they can guide you. Otherwise, others can preach you, talk about Dhamma. So are you clear on the 6 elements? When you are watching. Yes. Yeah, there is this, the awareness, that a special part of this human being which can observe, watch, that how the thoughts are arising. So that's why there's nobody who's enlightening. This is the transforming of energy, that there's a particular energy called this, the pure consciousness or the awareness, mindfulness. So it's coming to the surface, but now what is coming to the surface is the thoughts. Now you are observing. When we say I am observing means, the I am observing means that I have become the consciousness. Consciousness has come to the top, pure consciousness. That is not the defiled consciousness. When pure consciousness is converted to the I consciousness, then thoughts are being formed. The pure consciousness is converted into the sounds, the sound consciousness is being formed. So we can discuss days and days, so, but the time constraint is there. So the other thing is, I want to tell you, as you said, I am going to stop my thoughts. We are not going to control anything, okay? Just observing, just relax. Controlling means, again, self is activating. So in meditation, you have to, in a relaxed way, you have to observe. You have to be the observer. Watch your thoughts. Don't go to control. But when you are like sit, relax, and then you will start to see the gaps between thoughts. You will start to see the gaps between the breaths, the empty space. Some people with their talented nature from the previous birth, that they can directly go to the empty space. Some, they cannot, therefore they have to stay with the breath or one object, whatever the object arising and falling, whatever the object you are choosing. Yes. Mindfulness on breath, mindfulness on... Yes. That's why discussions are important. This we say the Kamatahan, how do we call in English? Kamatahan, that we are just giving the instructions. And when you explain your experience. Okay, when you come to the field of awareness, thoughts are stopping. Actually, thoughts cannot come because the awareness is coming to the surface. Yes, and thoughts are going underneath. Yes, mindfulness. Yeah, when you pay attention to the elements, that is where the original state is. When you are in the original state, no thoughts are there. But time to time, when the thoughts are coming, so in here, the one thing at a time is happening, right? That what we say, anicca vata sankhara, you know that, right? Uppada vaya dhammino, uppajjitva nirujjanti, tesang upasamosukho. Something is arising and just passing away. But if you notice the empty space, then everything is happening. Just look at here. We all are in the empty space, right? In the same way inside this, that the thoughts are being created to that I was talking about, that 3% matter, right? This 97% here also the empty space. When we look at empty space, what to think? We can say it's empty, but can we go beyond? No. Then we can fantasize. We can fantasize by be Buddha. What is the Buddha's main instruction? Be in the present moment. Okay. Buddha said just to forget about the past. Right? Okay. Please, now I am asking you all to let go of the past. Forget about the past, right? Then I am asking, what is this? What is this? Can you answer?
Palm of your hand.
Palm or the hand. From where it came? Memory.
Memory.
What is memory? Is past. All the words we have learned is in the past. That's where the noble silence is coming. So have you observed noble silence? So noble silence, when you are in noble silence, which means you are not in the past, because you have to say goodbye to the words. This is the real, that is where the Nirodha Samapatti means, the going into the complete cessation. So you are not dealing with any data, because the data in the brain, so we have filled data into the brain as words. So when we are now, I am talking from where? From this data, I am taking data. If I am to be in total relaxation, I have to be silent. Even when my mouth is silent, I have to be silent from my inside as well, inner chat. So that is where the real Nirodha Samapatti means. So when you come to the present, right? You come to the present moment experience, then you have to, when you come to the present moment experience and then you stay relaxed as the observer, the observing nature, then what's happening is, you will be, as a result of the causes and effect, you will be dragged to the empty space. Emptiness, nothingness. From somebody to nothing, from something to nothing. So this is the experience you have to have as a human being in this world. This is what I learned, what was my determination from my childhood. So if you don't die without experiencing this, if you have experienced this, you have to talk about it. So then, hope our time is going to wind up. So I will wind up the session for today. And to wind up the session, let's transmit the merits, transfer the merits to all beings, especially the late, the Venerable Mahatheros of this temple, and our teachers and your relatives, if there are any parents. And may they be in peace, eternal peace, and may they attain Nibbana with this merit transferring. Say 3 times, sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. And also let's transfer the merits to the living, the venerables of this temple, the chief Venerable Mahathero and other Venerable Theros. May they be in peace and happiness. May the psychological and mental well-being, physical well-being be with them, and may they attain Nibbana easily. Say 3 times, sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. And I am wishing you all the good health, the psychological and physical health, and may they also find this the deep realization of Dhamma very easily, and may all your good deeds and good intentions be successful, and may your children and families' well-being be up to the good standard and happy. May all of you have a happy and blissful life. And I take this moment to thank especially the Bhante Arya Deva and Mr. Leslie, the Honorable Secretary, for organizing these things, and everybody is going to experience this Nibbana in this very life. And I wish you all, may you all experience this Nibbana in this very life. And I will chant the stanzas to bless you all. Abhivadana silisa nichang buddha pachayino chattaro dhamma vaddanti ayuvanno sukhang balang ayurarogya sampatti prajñā sampatti mevaca ato nibbāna sampatti mināte samijjatu. Sabbītiyo vivajjantu sabbarogo vinasatu māte bhavatvantarāyo sukhi dīgāyuko bhava. Bhavatu sabba mangalang rakkantu sabba devata sabba buddhanubhavena sabba dhammanubhavena sabba sanghānubhavena sada sotti bhavantu te. May you all be well, happy and in peace. Teruvan Saranai, may Triple Gem bless you.